The story so far. In Victor's Hollow, Tressa reunited with Captain Leon Bristral. He spoke of a dear friend from his pirating days and told her of the Eldrite, the man's most precious treasure. Tressa ventured out and recovered it, but Leon refused the gift, for he already found his most precious treasure. His friend's old ship and a new life as a merchant. There's only room in one's heart for one true treasure. So what was hers? Tressa realized she still had no answer. Undeterred, she made way for Grandport, the Eldritch in hand. And so she arrived, the Merchant's Fair.
Yes. I can't believe it. I have arrived. Hope you're ready for me, Merchant's Fair. This is utterly incredible. There are merchants and treasures from all over the world, or so I assume. That must be where they hold the auction.
Hey.
Look, it's Mr. Windham.
Oh.
Windham? Like the incredibly wealthy aristocrat?
Aye.
One and the same, miss. Rumor has it, he's got enough money to buy himself a small country. Supposedly invests quite a sum into the fair, too.
This is an honor.
Welcome, Mr. Windham. Only the rarest and most beautiful treasures have been gathered here. I'm certain you'll find something to your daughter's liking.
Indeed.
I expect so. I'll spend what I must to see her happy. One of the highlights of the fair is a competition. Merchants show off their finest pieces to Mr. Windham. And he picks only the very best one to give to his daughter. The reward is 1 billion leaves.
What?
Billion.
They say he invests in the fair just so he can hold the competition. I guess all that money'll touch your noggin eventually. I don't get it. At least his daughter's happy. Though it does make me wonder how he chooses a winner. Well, color me curious.
I got a shiny. Will the Eldrite do the trick? If I prove myself here, I know this journey wasn't for nothing.
All right.
Guess there's only one way to find out. I'll go sneak a peek.
Oh no. Are you all right? Yes, thank you. But please don't worry yourself. I can walk on my own 2 feet. Okay. If you say so. Ah! Are you sure you're okay? Here?
Here, have some water.
Thank you so much for your kindness.
You don't have to thank me. I'm Tressa, by the way. I'm a traveling merchant.
A traveler. I'm Noah. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Tressa.
You don't have to be so formal. Tressa works just fine.
I see. Tressa.
See? That's not so hard. How are you feeling, by the way?
Better, thank you. I thought I can make it just a bit further. My legs have always been weak, you see, so I never strayed too far from home.
Aww.
But I've always longed to see the world. I just know there are countless wonderful things out there waiting to be discovered.
This girl reminds me of me.
But the rest of the world was always out of reach. Eventually, I realized that my dream would forever be just a dream. I came here by sheer willpower alone. I hoped I'd find something to help make my dreams come true. Something precious I'd treasure forever.
Treasure.
Oh,
My lady, there you are.
Gil!
Oh, I'm sorry I worried you, Gil. And who is this young woman?
Tressa.
oh.
My word, Miss Tressa, you have my deepest gratitude. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gil, and I am in service of the Wyndham family.
What?
Of the Wyndham family?
I'm sorry.
I'd love to repay you for your kind deed, but I'm afraid we must be on our way. Let us make for the auction hall, my lady.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Noah.
Noah's the daughter of Mr. Wyndham. Which means she's who the whole competition is for. I'm so choked up. Hold on. Much better. I like how our final boss is over there. I can only tell because she is wearing dark clothing. I'm sorry, this game's really good at making it all mysterious, am I right? The Wyndham family? But of course they'd come to the fair. Do you know of the Wyndhams, Professor? Yes, but in a different way. I posit that a merchant such as yourself, they are patrons of the arts and generous benefactors to the world of scholarship. They can trace their family line back to the founding days of an ancient kingdom. The Wyndhams had witnessed great changes in the arts and in politics, and have recorded that history in their family chronicles. Scholars such as myself have many reasons to be grateful to them. I had no idea. We merchants never thought of them as anything but people with moolah. Start rubbing your hands when a Wyndham comes calling, Ma and Pa would always say. Oh ho, food for thought, would you not say? The merchants see the Wyndhams one way, the scholars another. 'Tis a fair reminder that the same object can look quite different depending on who is doing the viewing.
Right, there's people in the world. And that's what makes trade exciting. It's exciting that people are alive.
Indubitably. And books, also books.
May the sacred flame shine upon you.
Ophelia, why are you praying at a time like this?
I do not think our meeting was happenstance. Fate played its hand. I want her to know happiness.
It took a lot of courage for her to, walk around with a butler. Goes to show that money can't solve everything.
I think it can. I just think these people suck. I am uncaring because I have no money.
I can't say I know exactly what Noah is searching for, but I sure hope she finds it.
As do I. Back to the tavern. We need to switch people up. Alright, since we did those two, Haunted, Therion, and Alphen, so... onward to the Grand Port Markets. Okay.
This place is like a dream come true. There's treasure as far as the eye can see. I mean, have you seen this weaving? It's splendid. And this vase, simple, let elegante, with shimmering glaze. Mamma mia. Look here, a landscape by renowned artist Master Bonito. More like burrito.
Honey, what's up? Is something wrong?
Forgive me.
I find thy zeal of greater fascination than the trinkets.
Trinkets?
Sounds like Haunted is a bad character. Let's go ahead and start again.
Hey.
Taking it all in.
You bet I am.
It's a thief's dream. All these lavish wares just sitting there for the taking.
I know. It's like my eyes can't stop moving.
Precious coral, giant pearls, and sapphires. Ornate metal filigree showing the touch of a master's hand.
And those ceramics.
You mean those cups and bowls? How valuable can they be?
Well, they're made of the finest white porcelain. Very costly.
Huh, you know your stuff.
As do you, when it comes to jewelry at least.
A thief who can't tell gold from copper won't last long in the profession.
When you put it that way, I guess our trades aren't so different.
Indeed. Seems we have more in common than we thought. It was then that Therion stole a toilet. Because it was porcelain. He learned a valuable thing on that day. Well, since Haunted and Therion are all tapped out, we can throw them out. Let's see. We have one here that's labeled after beating the boss. However, the next two people I'm going to be adding anyway are people I typically like in boss fights. So let's go ahead and bring them in. Yes. There we go. I'll likely have to switch Alphen out for Therion in a bit. I'm tending to stay with a certain party makeup, which is kind of harming to me, but also it's kind of necessary. I need my damage. And unfortunately, this game is bad and doesn't let everyone gain experience when they're not in combat. And that's the game's fault, not mine. Let's go. Excuse me, young lady.
Can I help you?
Well, I was wondering if you keep a diary.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's wonderful. A diary is a record of the heart. It allows you to see your past self and how different you are now. It can help you change yourself for the better, too, so make sure not to miss a day.
Yes, I've been doing that.
Well, thank you for your time. What was the point of that? Seriously.
What to do?
Oh man, treasure.
Oh,
That's House Zanetti tableware.
whoa!
Oh, and those are towels and gems and gold coins. I'm a big fan of the towels. I better write this down.
Excuse me, miss.
Oh, hello. Can I help you?
It can't be.
I feel like I've seen that notebook somewhere before. Would you mind showing it to me? Just a little more, if you don't mind.
Sure, I didn't get your name.
My search is over.
Your search?
Yes.
Please accept this and thanks.
Hey, you just decked me in the tushy.
Not anymore. Word of advice before I go. Forget you ever saw this book. It's for your own good.
Darn!
Man, this sure is an evil plot we've uncovered here. Of random lady just beats me up and steals my hand-me-down book.
I'm very serious. What's going on?
Are they playing Jenga?
Your attention, please?
I like she had to walk
Gather
1 inch to realize who it was. It's a first-class item for a first-class lady like yourself. I'm dying. Well, it does sound quite spectacular.
Oh,
It is Ali. Here it is, folks, the magnificent, fortuitous carpet of House Kafka. Oh, that's a rolled-up carpet. Let me tell you the tale of this peculiar piece. The Kafkas are famous aristocrats from the north.
And then,
Several decades ago, a craftsman presented the family with a very special carpet. From the moment it adorned their halls, their lives were forever changed. Business boomed and profits soared, and eventually they were blessed with 6 beautiful children. It seemed as though the more memories the family made together, the more their happiness grew. Their luck both at work and at home was greater than ever before.
actually,
And this is the very carpet that welcomed good fortune into their lives.
ooh.
Ew!
So,
Who knows? With this in your own home, your luck could change for the better, just like the Kafkas. I'll start the bidding at a mere 10,000 leaves.
most excellent.
I'll give you 15. 20,000. And sold.
Come again.
Thank you, thank you. That merchant sure has a way with words. He can make a handful of sand look like gold.
Most assuredly.
Tell me about it. He even made me want that carpet. Another prosperous day.
Long time no see.
Fancy meeting you here at the place you said you were going to be and told me about with the intent of us meeting here. But it's fancy meeting you here because they didn't think this line through. Glad to see you haven't changed a bit in the week it's been since we saw each other.
And you are?
Hey,
The koi crest. Remember there was like the rocks and the one dude. You remember that?
Green pea.
I'm just pulling your leg, Green Pea. How's business?
Is something wrong?
Something the matter? You're not still mad I stole all your customers, are you?
actually,
It's not that. You see, I was robbed by a woman.
What?
Your notebook was stolen.
You. What kind of person would steal someone's notebook?
It's not funny, it was important to me. But that woman said it was in my own interest to forget about it.
The plot thickens. Like a good sauce. Well, I suppose I've moved enough merch for one day.
huh?
Hey now.
I'm gonna help you look for your notebook. I have a debt to repay, after all.
Ali. Thanks.
I guess you're not such a bad guy after all.
You call that praise? You got a long way to go, Green Pea.
That's her.
Where?
Follow me. That's definitely her. I'd recognize her anywhere.
It's kind of funny how it's like, I almost feel like most lines are like implying something in a way, where it's like, I'd recognize you anywhere. It's like, of course, you fucking saw her like 3 minutes ago.
Shush.
Oh, don't shush me, bitch. Esmeralda. I retrieved the notebook.
Well, well.
Excellent work. Now let us leave this town at once. My thoughts exactly. I have a bad feeling about those two. We'll leave the way we came. You're going into...
So what now?
Why are they going into the... That's... What?
I gotta get my book back. You coming or not?
Lead the way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you for joining us today. This showcase, sponsored by the gracious House Wyndham, will begin shortly. Only one piece is allowed per entrant. The lucky winner of the show will be awarded 1 billion leaves. Merchants, please prepare your entries. That's right, the showcase.
Green pea.
You entering Green Pea?
Yeah!
You got that right, and he is my winning entry.
Holy fucking shit.
So,
Let's talk business.
No. No, we will not.
That's worth a shot. But you know, you might actually win with this. Maybe you're not such a green pea after all. I mean, not really. She was basically given that. It was more of like, oh, I went treasure hunting and I was shown exactly where it was going to be. So it's not like this thing of, oh man, she's super advanced or anything. But you know, whatever. She's cute and she has a hat.
I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination. Anyway, need to find that woman.
of course.
There they are.
Now then.
Alright, leave it to me.
Huh?
What are you gonna do? I'll lure him away, so you can follow the woman.
What?
I can't let you do that, that's dangerous.
I am a one-man army.
I'll see that debt repaid one way or another, Tressa.
Oh no!
Smooth exit, Ollie. Now to get down to business.
Hello there.
Pardon me, sir, madame.
Ugh.
What is it, kid? I know I don't look like much, but I'm a renowned merchant in these parts. I was hoping I could have a moment of your time. Out of the way, we're busy.
Actually,
It won't take long, I promise. I'm actually quite interested in that pocket watch of yours, sir.
that's so.
Ugh.
Did you forget that we're in a hurry? That's Ziggurat's watch, if I'm not mistaken. The king of the East he was, and prized that very timepiece above all others. His famous words were, "Nothing is more precious than time, time kept and time spent."
All right!
Why are you yelling?
That's so.
Well-versed merchant, I see. However, this is hardly my most remarkable watch. You know, my time is precious too.
Indeed.
My apologies, madame. Why don't we talk over there, sir? I have something that might be of great interest to you.
That's so.
Do tell.
Ugh.
Who knew watches could be so time-consuming?
It's my turn now!
I like how they found a way to use the battle quote there. Cute. Where am I? Oh, I'm on the left side now.
What is it, Alphen?
I was just thinking that Allie's an awfully good fellow, don't you think?
I wouldn't mind sharing a mug or two of mead with him. He's too young for the alehouse.
When you put it like that, I suppose he is.
But I have a feeling you two would get along fine. You become partners or some partners. You could make the medicine, he could sell it, you make the money.
Golly, why didn't I think of that?
I bet Ali could fetch 5 times the coin you managed to get.
I don't doubt that for a second. 5 times 0 is 0.
Speaking of which, how much do you charge?
What? I never gave it much thought. Just whatever feels right at the time, you know?
Alphen, if you ever have the urge to become a merchant, don't.
Alright, we'll probably roll with this party, so what we'll do is switch Alphen for Therian, and then we can get to going. I would have liked to switch things up, but I'm gonna be honest, I'd like to win these fights. And some of these fights are fucking hard, so I'm gonna have to give myself the best team I can create. I like how I switched to a Pro controller instead of something that predominantly I was using the D-pad for. So now I'm just kind of drifting with my inputs a little bit. Let me buy items. There's nothing here that's going to help my whole silence thing, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that we're not going to deal with a boss that stacks silence to the level that one had done. Alright. Now it seems we have to go to the left, because they removed the signpost that was on that left side in the Coliseum. So we'll check that out. I think it said sewer, so I think that they just leave through a dungeon instead of, you know, leaving through the public exit like a normal person.
Do you think he'll be alright?
Are you worried for the lad?
Of course, he's putting himself into danger.
He swore he would pay his debt.
I know, but...
And I believe him a man of his word.
His pride wouldn't stand for owing me anything.
That's for sure.
I just hope he doesn't hurt himself.
As do I. But whether you fret or not, he will do what he has set his mind to.
I guess you're right, and he is tougher than he looks.
I like how there's no good justification for having, at least right now, there is no legitimate justification for what we're doing right now. Where, normally, there's at least a reason as to why we're doing a dungeon. And usually it ends up being like, oh, they're holed up here, or we're meeting here, that kind of thing. Or there's a hostage situation over here. But this one is just, we leave where we came. It's like, there's no reason. You haven't explained to me why you went through a sewer dungeon to get to where you are. So it ends up being a little bit hokey, in my opinion. It's one of the times where the reasoning behind as to why we're doing it like this is a little ridiculous. You know, it's also ridiculous? The running system in this game being bad.
My turn.
Thank you. Let's just pop the saves. Not healing until I'm sure we've reached the main course here. Good job, Tressa, finding all that moolah. full healing jam. Taking the scenic route. What do we have here? Worthless. What? That's what we found. One grape.
Step right up.
That's where I'm a professional of running. Told you. When have I ever failed at running? And remember, I'm only talking about the cannon attempts. That's quite crucial. Alright, this is probably the, this is probably our big moment, so let's just go ahead and re-equip Therian with his second wind. I think the other thing that we should do is make sure that Tressa is probably properly equipped for this by giving her that. Oh, she also has the Vendetta coat on, which I guess should be good. She's a low level. And here we go. Please don't be two phases. What a useless book. To think I wasted all that precious time looking for it. Well, if it isn't the little girl from earlier. Don't tell me you came to get the notebook back.
Yeah.
I thought I told you to forget about it. Not gonna forget something so important to me. Important, you say? How much do you know about this notebook exactly?
And also,
Who wrote the book? Where did he or she come from?
the fact is,
Ignorance is bliss.
But
Even if I don't know, it's still important to me. I've just decided that. It's been with me on my whole journey. Granted, the journey is a collective like 2.5 hours, but don't worry about that.
You can have it back.
really?
It's useless to me anyway. Because you're so attached to it. I will kill you.
Why?
the fact is,
You've been a thorn in my side, so I'm gonna nip you in the bud.
What?
Lady, you stole my book, so I followed you here to get it back. And you're going to kill me. I died.
You won't move willingly. Here I go.
What is going on? This is the dumbest thing this game has ever done. The conclusion, the final battle for Tressa's story is, this bitch who's just mean. And it's gotta play this dramatic... I'll have some things to say when we're done. Therian, there's something sticking up in your tummy right now, by the way. We'll have to figure that out in a moment. But now, let's see. I assumed, right?
My turn.
Okay, so she has colored daggers that prevent you from using certain commands. Okay.
Victory shall be mine.
I have no choice but to do what I always do when I don't know.
My arthritis.
I'm ready.
Okay, I think we'll just build, I think we're gonna build Ulbrich into doing shit tons of damage next turn.
The lion dance.
We'll Lion Dance and then gift him some BP.
My turn now. For you.
There we go.
My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
There we go.
Out of my way. Take this.
I am ready.
And Cleric skill.
We're safe now.
I'm assuming this bitch uses spells of some sort. She shifts her weight. Holy fucking shit, she hits hard.
Let me help.
Alright, get up, idiot.
Damn.
Different weaknesses. Not a fan of that.
Use this.
I am ready.
I'm at a loss here. Yeah, we might as well just focus on healing with you.
My turn.
Whatever, we're free to use magic again. Try and figure things out. There we go.
What to do?
It feels good that we're figuring the things out.
Oh shit, we could just do this.
Nice!
Victory shall be mine.
It might be mine. Depends on the time of day. Oh, well, howdy. We have ourselves a bow right here.
I am ready.
Okay. Number one, Ulbrich is still gonna have upped attack. So is there any way for me to get him the BP he needs? If I didn't pop that apple last fight, I would have had an ability to do that, but not. No such luck. Yeah, the only one who can gift it to him is himself. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll have to do something else then. What do I want to focus on? Therian's damage, I guess.
The peacock struck.
There we go, that's a pretty good amount of damage.
Victory shall be mine.
We might as well hit him really hard.
Watch my blade dance.
Nice! Also, she was weak to that.
My turn now.
Isn't that a nice surprise? We could do hired help. Triple threat hired help.
I'll get that.
Take that, you fucking whore. I was very happy about that, as you can tell.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Shifts her weight again. Needless to say, we need to be at full health every time she pulls that shit. Gonna have to adjust our plans here. Our main way to break her is going to have to be through spear skills. Dagger, maybe?
I appreciate it.
Oh my god, this game is just blessing me on this wonderful, wondrous day.
Bring about
There we
a
go. We
miracle
always
of
do about
healing.
3 hits whenever Ulbrich goes in for his spear attack.
Victory shall be mine. Death by 1,000 cuts.
There we go. Let's just not allow her to play.
Victory shall be mine.
Some about victory being yours.
One for all.
There we go. Let's give him max.
Out of my way. Let's do this! Shot!
Very good.
Let's do
Any
this.
attack items left? No. Okay. True strike.
Might hurt a little.
It wasn't that big of a hit.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
All right, we might lose someone to this right here. We'll have to be careful. Shifting our weight again.
Out of my way.
We pulled it out somehow. It's looking like this is it looks like this was our first rotation, if I remember. So we're gonna have to really adjust here. I'll have you use a great bunch because I don't know what you could have hit with. She's going last no matter what, so that doesn't matter.
For you.
I should start building Ulbrich up, because ideally I'd like him to be able to deal a max damage move again.
The lion dance.
Victory shall be mine. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay. Okay. We're totally gonna be able to manage what I'm looking for here.
Shot!
How about you? Out of my way.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay. Now that that's all set,
Out of my way.
get that damage in.
I am ready.
Let's have you heal.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Let's do this.
And, sidestep.
The battle is truly joined. My blade is unbending.
He's out of SP. That's the one thing I didn't check the whole time. Okay, we missed out on this round.
How about this?
Okay, so due to just pure RNG, we were completely fucked on that one.
Here.
The one person who sidestepped
Let's
just
do this.
wasn't being given what we needed. Like Hole Trapper.
Stop right there.
There we go.
Victory shall be mine. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Now you're weak to daggers, so this helps.
What to do?
Okay. Oh, sidestep only affects her. I can build multiple of them though.
Catch me.
Sure.
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
The battle is truly joined. Death by 1,000 cuts!
What to do?
Well, that's taken care of. Alright, he's maxed out. Okay, the problem is I can't buff his attack in time. Would have liked to. I'll have to settle for that.
Now then, my blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
Could have done more, but I'll take it.
I'm ready. Are you?
I am ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Alright, let's hope she attacks Tressa, please.
How about you?
I like how that's just consistently happening now, where she just keeps hitting Primrose twice. Not much I can do about it. It's okay, this bitch is getting low.
I'll take this.
How about you? Death by 1,000 cuts!
My turn.
Uh-oh, I don't know what you could be weak to. I could guess. She's going regardless. There's no point in, like, doing rolls here. I was not aware that she does 5 strikes again. Holy fucking shit.
Stay strong.
Get up.
What to do?
Oh, this is bad. This is... Ooh, this is bad.
Let me help. Let's do this. Stop right there.
That didn't... It was supposed to affect both. Okay, guess not. Guess that isn't how that works. We're in the same situation, only 10 times worse. If I had one more BP...
I am ready.
What does that mean? Are these Doom timers? Okay. We broke her, so it doesn't matter. You know, for a character that has absolutely zero motivation is easily one of the worst parts of the entire game, she has very cool boss mechanics. I wish Donate BP would just work on yourself. That'd be so great.
What to do?
Not to worry, Ulbrich. I will give you what you need to kick the ass.
Here.
My blade is unbending! I wreak
Show it.
havoc upon thee!
I am ready.
Everyone's full. So what should I do? Move me forward. Shifting her weight. Okay, guarding actually saved her. That was a good call on my part. This is dagger. So we can just start with a little bit of that.
My turn now.
Have at you. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Alright, back to this.
My turn.
Alright, we're closing in on the finale of this damn thing.
For you.
Here.
Have at you.
Alright, let's deal another, like, 7k.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Still kicking.
I'm ready. Bring about a miracle of healing.
Alright, she has to be close. We barely lived it!
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay, yeah. She had like 300 health left.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
That was a good fight. That I don't care about.
What?
I told you not to underestimate me.
Phew.
It's a stupid book anyway. It's an old diary.
You see,
You don't get it, this book is...
I came here by sheer willpower alone. I hoped I'd find something to help make my dreams come true. Something precious I'd treasure forever.
That's right.
Tressa,
You alright?
yes.
I'm doing fine. So, did you come up with some, like... Did you figure out, like, some big plot or something? What? I heard he was a wanted criminal, so I handed him over to the guards. I guess you really saved the day.
by the way,
Well, that's to be seen. Did you get your book?
Yeah.
So look, the showcase is starting.
Here we are.
This is the Kismet doll. Kismet trees are among the rarest in the realm, known to bring good fortune in marriage. The doll was made from the trunk of that tree. Alongside it comes a legend. The one who holds the doll will meet their soul mate.
Why, I...
Real Kismet doll. Never thought I'd see one with mine own 2 eyes.
Whoa!
First, the snowdrop gown. Then there's Nis Tiara. Now this. I don't know how Mr. Wyndham decides. Wish I had his problem. Alright, this is a lot of fucking fluff. Can we get to it?
Spectacular.
Just listen to that crowd. Hope you're not nervous. It's almost your turn. You've only got one chance to win the judge's favor.
Well,
I'm not entering the Eldrite.
What?
You can't be serious. I am.
What's the matter?
Want to offer something my customer desires. I want to give them something they can treasure. That's the kind of merchant I want to be.
Actually,
There's something I want to give to Noah.
Well, well. Now then.
Well, you better hurry. It's bad manners. You haven't even been voicing half these lines. I know, it may be because I checked out.
Tressa.
Are you nervous? Because you look it. I've never done anything like this before. Not in front of so many people. Let me give you a tip from someone who spent their fair share of time on stage. Just imagine everyone's a fish. What? Yeah, you, the audience. Everyone's a fish. And the hall, a vast ocean. Out in the ocean, with so many fish swimming around, no one cares. Especially a teensy tiny little minnow. What do you mean teensy? Anyway, that's what I do when I'm on stage. Imagine yourself as a fish, swimming in the endless sea. Fish, huh? Fuck it, alright. Thank you, Primrose. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, well that's all of the banter available for this last chapter. Hold on, where do they want me to go? Do they want me to go in here? Oh, I have to go in from the back. Okay. Tressa Calziani Calzone. I didn't know she was Italian.
Tressa.
Good luck out there.
thanks.
And now, for our next entrant, Tressa Colcione!
Tressa?
A kid? Here's hoping she won't disappoint.
Hello, my name is Tressa, and I'm a traveling merchant. Today, I brought something very special to me. An anonymous notebook. I grew up in a small port town as the daughter of 2 merchants. Sometimes I gaze out at the ocean and think to myself, what do I really want to do? What do I really want in life? And then I came across this notebook. It was written by someone whose name I don't know. Someone who traveled across the world and wrote down everything about their journey. I decided then and there that I wanted to go on a journey too. So I wanted to explore the world as a merchant and learn the trade as I went. And along the way, I met some unforgettable people. In a mining town, I met another merchant around my age. His words had the power to touch people's hearts and make them happy. It was like magic. After I moved on to the next town, I ran into an old acquaintance. He was the captain of a merchant ship, and the one who originally gave me the book. There, he taught me something very important. He told me that there could only be one truly precious treasure in someone's life. So I searched and searched until I finally found it. What's truly precious to me is this journey. I've written all about it here in these pages. I can tell you for a fact that there are countless wonderful things out there waiting to be discovered. And just like this nameless traveler allowed me to realize my dreams, I hope that my travels can help someone realize their own. Which is why I want to give you this book. Noah. Tressa.
Who would want something so useless?
Does she have any idea where she is?
In all my years, I've never seen something so embarrassing.
Oh, someone get her off the stage!
Tressa.
I'll take it.
Did he just...
Is he serious?
Mr. Wyndham, sir. Pardon me, but... Are you absolutely certain?
Yes. I don't go back on my word. Now, please, bring me that diary. I would like to present it to my daughter.
Well, that's one way to make a profit.
Now then.
My apologies for asking, sir, but... why this? You see, my daughter...
Tressa.
Noah.
The fact is...
I wanted to help her see the world the best I could, so I bought her the greatest treasures. but I could tell it was never enough. However, when this young merchant stepped onto the stage and spoke of her travels, that was the first time Noah ever said she wanted something.
To tell you the truth,
When I heard about your journey, it felt like I was traveling the world with you. My heart never wanted the story to end.
I am most grateful.
Young lady, I can't thank you enough. I hope this will suffice for your diary. I can't accept that money that is the prize.
What?
Are you a merchant or not? This is the fair trade. In fact, it is the whole point of the contest was to get that amount of money.
You see,
My customer has something she can cherish. That's more than enough reward from me. I have a lot of things I'm gonna say after this. I can't let you go without recompense. Okay, it's too much for me to handle now, but maybe I'll need it someday. I'd like to save it for then.
Very well.
I'll prepare a memorandum. If you're ever in need of it, please do not hesitate to let us know.
can't thank you.
I'd like to hear more about your journey.
All right.
I'd like to tell you all about it, but I literally told all the relevant parts. Like, I can't make up anymore. It's like, and then this happened. No. At Noah's behest, Tressa spoke of her travels across the realm. She recounted every tale, one by one, with a fond smile. What, like in the middle of the... What? Really? Like, no, let's do it right this second. I want to travel the world on my own 2 feet. Just like you did.
Noah.
thank you so much.
Someday I'll write my own stories in this. About my own journey.
Indeed.
Faring well, are ye?
Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I must say, you put on quite the show.
Thanks.
Suppose I should introduce myself. I dedicated many years of my life creating something. Something that became a precious treasure to you.
Huh?
You mean you made the notebook?
The fact
is... The writer was someone else, though. I gave it to him a good 10 years ago. Went by the name of Graham Crossford.
You don't say.
So he's the one whose travels I've been reading about.
Yeah.
That's right. The man saved my life. He was just about to head off on a journey. He didn't know where his travels would take him. So I told him he ought to keep a record of where he'd been. Spent 40-odd years making notebooks. But there wasn't anyone else's journey I wanted to hear about as much as his. Writing in a diary comes from the heart. And there was no one with a heart as great as his. When you spoke about your own travels, I thought I saw some of him in you. It was like you were in love with that notebook. If you ever meet Graham, could you tell him something for me? I've got another diary for him, just waiting to be filled.
So what are you going to do now?
I think I'll go back home. I've experienced so many things on this journey. It was filled with so many moments that can't be contained in a diary. I traveled and traded across the land and met amazing people along the way. And when I stood on that stage, I realized I did what I set out to do. I want to tell my parents that. I can't wait to see the look on their faces.
Home, huh?
How about you, Ollie?
It's probably time for me to head home too. My father is waiting for me. I finally saved up enough money for him to open up shop again.
So, who's the better merchant between you two?
I'd like to think I am. Hey, Tressa?
Yeah?
Next time we meet...
We'll see who's the better merchant, right?
Wrong. Next time, I hope you're a little more refined.
What?
See, you're like a sky snow. One that could use a bit more polishing.
Hey!
See you around, Tressa.
Now then. My journey isn't over yet. I'll be there soon.
That was how I met Tressa. She gave me this diary to fill with my own memories. I know that somewhere out there, she's bringing happiness to others just as she did to me. And someday, I hope to follow in her footsteps. Noah Wyndham.
And that is Tressa's story. In conclusion, I think it's pretty clear that this was absolutely horrid. An absolutely horrible conclusion to her story, because the whole point was that she went to the place to be like the best merchant on her adventure, and then she got mugged, and then she made it into the sewer to pursue the person that mugged her. And then that person's like, this book is useless to me, so I'm gonna kill you. Why are you gonna kill me? I don't really have a motivation, but it's scripted that we have to have a fight here. So That happens. Apparently the other dude gets arrested for a crime, but Tressa never reports the other woman, even though she was only knocked out, because there's no way in hell they're gonna say that this 14-year-old murdered a woman in cold blood, even in self-defense. So, that part's bad. There's no motivation there, and it's like a fucking after-school special bullshit, where it's like, okay, the true good thing that comes from me helping my customers is getting them the thing they want. And that's the payment. It's like, no, that's not how the payment works, you dumb bitch. The payment is the payment. She barely saved it by saying that she would go back and get the money if she needs it, which we know for a fact she never will. In conclusion, her plot's bad. Her plot's bad, and she's surrounded by characters more interesting than her, which kind of sucks because I thought she was a nice, cute girl, but in the end, she didn't really offer anything. She developed in certain ways, but overall, I'm really disappointed, and it feels like they put zero effort into making this interesting. I was Googling around because I was just mentally checked out, and apparently, if you look at the subtext and the references, like the evil organization that's been around in some other parts of the game were active here, so you're supposed to, like, connect it together in an overarching plot. None of that matters if the plot that is presented in front of me isn't... There's nothing to it, you know? I don't care if, on the outside, if you connect everything, you can figure out, oh, this person's connected to this. I need a reason to care about Tressa's story, and the game absolutely failed to capture that in any way. The kindest thing I could say to this whole thing is that it's schlock. So with that, we're done. Next time, hopefully we'll do a story in which the people who made this game put effort into its plot. Until next time, everyone.